Let's think about how the age of the earth and the ideas of evolution can be applied to the gospel. Now, evolutionists believe in evolution as a religion because they want to deny the existence of a creator God. They invent millions and billions of years. They tell fairy tales for adults about how one thing can transform into another. Everything they believe is anti-science. It's irrational, unreasonable, illogical, and unscientific. But let's take a look at about how this would apply to the gospel. Now, I want to stipulate up front, first and foremost, what you believe about the age of the earth is not the salvation issue. The salvation issue is, what is your relationship to the Father through the Son? I stipulate that. However, what you believe about the age of the earth does have implications to the gospel. Because if you believe in an old earth, old universe, you are actually denying the power of the cross. Let me show you how it works. If you believe in millions and billions of years, and again, you can be a Christian, you can believe in this, you can go to heaven, but if you believe in millions and billions of years, why would you want to do that? The only reason you would want to do that is to believe that life and death have been going on for millions and billions of supposed years. Now, think with me for just a moment. The Bible is absolutely specific. The death of a nephesh organism did not occur until after human sin. Now, let me define the Hebrew word nephesh for you for just a moment. The word nephesh is translated three major ways in the Genesis. It is translated as life, soul, blood. Now, I think you'll agree the Bible says that the life is in the blood. And nephesh is life, soul, blood. What is the soul? The soul is the intellect, the emotion, and the will. It's what you think, what you feel, and how you tell your body to move around. Now, plants do not have nephesh. They are biologically alive. They do reproduce, but they don't have soul. They don't have intellect, emotion, will. They don't have blood. They have bodily fluids. The same thing is true of insects. Insects are really little pre-programmed robots. They do move around, but again, they don't have emotion and well, they can't learn, etc. They are just little robots. And although they have bodily fluids, it's not really blood. Only the higher animals and people qualify as having nephesh. So cats, dogs, horses, cows, dinosaurs, and people have nephesh, intellect, emotion, and will. Now, for instance, a dog does make some decisions. It can decide where it wants to walk, when it wants to eat, when it wants to lay down and sleep. And so it has limitations, but it does have decision-making capabilities. The same thing is true of dinosaurs. And the Bible says that no nephesh organism died prior to human sin. Now, if you believe in millions and billions of years, you're saying that nephesh organisms did die prior to human sin. If that is true, you are negating Romans chapter 5, where Paul tells us that death did not enter the universe until the first sin of mankind by Adam. Think of the implications about this for a moment. If life and death of nephesh organisms was occurring prior to Adam and Eve existing, then human sin is not the causative agent of death coming into the universe. And that would mean that the death of Christ on the cross would be meaningless. It is only when you understand creation correctly that God started everything perfect, created Adam and Eve, gave them the right to mess things up, and they did. And that because of that sin, death then came into the universe. Then and only then can you understand how the death of one sinless man on a cross can atone for the sins of the world. So if you believe in millions and billions of years prior to Adam and Eve, you believe in that life and death have occurred before Adam and Eve. You are negating the power of the cross.